Hey guys, welcome back to another Regular Dude fishing video. I am the Regular Dude, John. We are down here on the Ohio River below the Greenup Locks and Dam. It is, I think we got out here about 7 o'clock-ish, right after dark. We're going to be fishing this upper deck level. Water doesn't look too great. The river's on the rise. But we are trying to fish for some supper for tomorrow night. We're going to see what the river will give us, if anything. The fishing has not been very good as of late, but we're going to see if maybe we can catch some white bass or some hybrid bass, or you know, maybe even early season sauger would be nice. So we'll just see what the river will give us and go from there. So enough blabbing, let's get to fishing. There's a fish. We are fishing for supper. I can drag a little bit. But I tell you, they get in this current and there's something else. Go, there he is. Lifting up over the rail. There we go. That is not a giant, but we're not looking for giants today. We're looking for eaters. If I can get my jig out of him. That is about, I don't know, a pound and a half. Good eating size hybrid. That is exactly what we are after. So thank you very much, fish. Let's see if we can get another one. Well, I hope the camera's going to pick this up a little bit. All I'm using is my regular 7-foot bass rod. I've got a 3/8 ounce jig head with a small wire hook, and then I'm using a 3-inch grub with a swim tail. And all I'm doing is I'm casting it out into them swirls, letting the current and the river do most of the work. And as it goes down to the bottom on top of this platform up here, and I'm just kind of jigging it and bouncing it as it's moving through the current. Not moving it real fast. It seems to me like they're wanting it pretty slow tonight. And that's all we're doing. Giving it a little twitch. Every once in a while I'll give my rod a dip. Dip it up. Dip it down and then jig it up. And that's what we're doing. Trying to see if we can get us a few more for supper tomorrow night. And wish me luck. Alright, we got another something hooked up here. He's running straight for the wall. Now he's coming straight at me here in this current. Another hybrid. I think it's a hybrid, yep. He's not real happy about being hooked. Getting up over the rail. Ah. There we go. Oh no, looks like he swallowed it. Uh-oh. Well, yeah, he's definitely swallowed it down in there. I have to get the pliers out for him. Maybe we can get it. Push it back a little bit. Feel it pop. There we go. Got it right out. So, another good eating size. Those are about the schoolie size, and that is exactly what we're after, man. Right there. Let me get him into the light here. Nice looking Ohio River hybrid bass. Supper in the cooler. Again, like I said, I'm looking for them little current seams. I'm casting out in there on the side. The turbines are right over here. You can see the bubbles from the turbines, and I'm just letting the river and the current do the work. When I feel the bottom, then I just start kind of working it real slow and letting the river do the work. Oh, and they're hitting on the bottom there. They're not hitting real super hard or real super fast because it is, you know, night fishing. But, oh, look at that. I love it when my pole bends. This one feels like a little guy. But this time of year, you never know if it's going to be a bass or a sauger. Another hybrid. And he's a little on the small side, I think. I know we're fishing for supper, but I think this guy is a little bit on the small side. You see how they flare their gills out? Them gill plates are real sharp right through there, and they'll cut you if you give them a chance. So if you're going to hold them like this, you're going to make sure you push them gill plates down to unhook them. Uh-oh, get my worm back, dude. You're not having that. Give me that. So, we're going to toss this little guy back in the water because about 3 years, he'll be a line breaker. We'll see you in 3 years, buddy. All right. Get rebaited up and get another one. All right, guys. We are fishing what is called the upper deck of the Greenup Dam. You'll see down through there is the lower deck, and then the area that we call the elbow, and the staircase that comes up. The lower deck is underwater. There's only a few inches of water on there, but it's moving real fast, the current is. So we're up here on the upper deck where the turbines stop, right out here where you see all the water bubbling, over to the wall, out to the edge of the wall. There's a big concrete platform. There's a lot of rocks and snags and stuff on there, but that concrete platform is what we are fishing today. Because with the way the current has been, with the river up, I believe the river is about 19 feet right now. With the river being up, it's easier to fish this upper deck than it is to try to stand down there on the lower deck and deal with the really super fast current. They've got all 3 turbines running at about 32 cubic feet per second, and that's pretty fast. That's a lot of current. Feel like I just felt another little nibble out there, a little tail biter, a little nibbler. Again, like I said, let the current do the work. We're out here by ourselves. If there was a lot of other people up here, then you got to be a little more careful not to get your lines crossed. But for the time being, we're just letting the current do the work and jigging our bait back and forth. And those current swirls, that water's strong, those current swirls will pull your bait around. So don't think that it's going to sit on the bottom, because you'll feel it sliding across the bottom and then different swirls. And we're just jigging it up and down and waiting for somebody to come along. There's another one. Don't feel all that big, but sometimes you can never tell. Yep, not too awful big, but you know what? I think he's got a couple of fillets on him that I want. I'm sorry, little dude. Uh-oh. Sorry, little fella. But he's not all that long, but he's pretty thick. And like I said, we're trying to get some chow. So there's another one. See if we can get one more. That should do us. Well, just as has been the case for us here in my area all summer long, the bite is really slow. We've been at it for probably 3 hours now, and I don't want to make them kind of videos where you just see me catching the fish and you think that it's just, you know, bang, 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 non-stop action, because that's not the case at all. We've been, like I say, we've been fishing for about 3 hours, and all we can do is take what the river gives us. Oh man, I think that was a rock bump. But like I say, I'm trying to get at least one more, but we'll see what happens here in the next few minutes, because I'm starting to get wore down, and it's, I think, about 10 o'clock at night probably now. But we're going to keep at it and try to get to one more. Well guys, we gave it our best shot. All we can do is take what the river will give us, and there's not a whole lot of other places that we can fish right now here below the dam. I don't want to go down on the rocks in the middle of the night. It's pretty dangerous down there when it's slippery and dark. But I am, you know, I had fun. I had a great time. I love fishing, and we did manage to get a few. It made my pole bend. It made me smile. So we'll try to get more next time. So until the next time, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.
Fishing!